Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spicy Ramen Podcast, live edition, featuring your favorite host, JP Too Much, J Love, and myself, Sir Shaq. Sit back, relax, and prepare to be served the spiciest podcast of the streets.
Straight out of Diamond Style Production.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm setting it off right. What's going on, everybody? We got JP here.
Yo.
And we got Shaq here.
Sup?
And as always, we're going to wait for a few minutes to get everybody in here. But again, thank you, everyone, for tuning in and listening to the Spicy Ramen Podcast, the number one podcast for Black Otaku anime and manga reviews. As always, I'm going to start it off right. JP, how was your week? What's been up? What's been going on?
I thought we were waiting for a few more people to hop on.
Well, I mean, I figured we could at least get the people that's here, like, something to talk about.
He said, slow down, homie.
Nothing up, just training for my fight coming up March 19th. I've been reading a lot of manga. I ain't really been caring to watch any anime for some reason. I feel like you guys have known since, like, you guys have known me. I go back and forth between... I'm actually always reading manga, but then a lot of times I just don't be caring to watch nothing. It's like until certain shows are either done or about to... They're like on their first episode, I don't care to watch nothing. So I just been training my ass off. That's about it.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I mean, the manga Poison or Gold, should I say, is definitely real. I like completely stopped watching One Piece because I was like, look, y'all are too far behind. I'm watching way too much of this old like, I mean, I get it, I love seeing it. I love seeing it in action, but storyline wise, I'm like, yo, like, oh, I remember this. That's so cool that they get to finally see that.
And they messed some parts up too. Like
yes.
when they repeated what they want out of Luffy, like that scene, and it just wasn't as good in One Piece. I mean, One Piece does great jobs with most things in the anime, but a lot of times they still don't get like the drama, the dramatization, or the importance.
Well, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from the anime. I'm enjoying it.
I think I appreciate the most that with the anime, at least, they know how to pace it correctly. So sometimes it does, because of the pacing, it forces that situation to happen where it's like, fam, I distinctly remember reading this chapter. You didn't do it verbatim. I know you didn't. It's okay. Yeah. I get you, but yeah.
Jasmine comment.
What up, Jazz? He is, though. He is. You see him getting thinner and thinner, slowly and surely.
Really, it's just the haircut, bro. I promise you. My face looks like chunkier for some reason when I don't have my haircut, and then I get the haircut. People are like, yo, you lose some weight? I'm like, bro, I've been this way. It's just literally just getting the cut. That's all it is. But
yeah. Well, how about you, Shaq? What's been up?
We've had a couple things go on. I know for myself, I'm getting back more into the gym now. After physical therapy and everything, so I'm back to trying to get my swole on, I guess, per se. Hopefully, I can get back into kickboxing at least part time. Well, I say part time, but like at least like a little bit more regularly because I haven't been doing that since for a long time now. Still on the grind for One Piece. Still in the whole cake arc. Finishing out that. I know I'm at like one of the key event per se. It's like at least how it's presented to me now. I'm in the key event part of the arc where hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, hold on. I think just went mute. I'm sorry, my thing went mute for a second there. Okay, yeah. But I mean, I feel like I'm in the key portion of the arc right now with the wedding and all that good stuff, and everything's getting ready to escalate. Having fun with that. I know this past weekend was KatsuCon, a really big, a really well-known anime convention that happened this weekend. I myself did not go, but it looked like it turned out pretty well. So big shout out to everybody who went there, all the cosplayers that were there as well. Hopefully, majority from what I've seen, everybody was there in a safe environment, wearing their mask and all that good social distancing. Excuse me.
Dang, man, that word was that was whooping Shaq's ass right there. Hey, put the cup down, dog.
Don't do it no more, bloodbath. Don't do it.
Don't do it, bloodbath. Don't do it.
I'm at to stop pre-gaming before these shows. But yeah, getting that together. Still grinding out a couple more other shows. I know Demon Slayer season 2 with the Entertainment District arc was phenomenal. Definitely high remarks from the audience. Well received season. They've already announced the same day as the last episode, which was about a 32-minute episode, so it's a little bit longer, just kind of finish up everything. So everything from the beginning of that arc to the ending, everyone had like good hype on it. I know it always floods on Twitter with the good anime Sunday, with that bouncing off right after with Attack on Titan. So I think Demon Slayer is going to be really missed on Sundays, so Attack on Titan is going to be pretty much holding it down on Sundays now. But really hyped, really excited to see the next arc. I know a lot of manga readers are saying that this is only the beginning. A lot more is to come. I know Justin can never shut up about it. So, you know what I'm saying? Really excited to see what else there is in store. I know this arc really inspired me to finally get a Demon Slayer cosplay together. So definitely gonna have a Demon Slayer cosplay coming up soon. When I'll debut it, I don't know yet. But yeah, really awesome about that one. For all my Inuyasha fans, Yashahime, which is the spin-off series, is still going pretty good actually too. I know it's not as well hyped about because there's so many other anime that's kind of overshadowing it right now, but it's okay though.
Mm-hmm.
It'll get a spotlight in due time.
Inuyasha?
Yeah, the spin-off the spin-off series Yashahime. It's for what it is. It's not as I would have to do like a whole different synopsis on that one. Like I said, it's not horrible. It's just like,
for the record, I just
a bunch of other
appreciate
anime
that they don't have the infamous Orihime Inuyasha. Like,
wrong show, wrong name.
yeah, like
Orihime.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. It's not Orihime. Yeah, you're right.
It took us 8 minutes and 40 seconds for Justin to fucking show up.
Hey, we making timing. My
nigga Shaq was social distancing, was whooping his ass. And then
we are starting this season rough, y'all.
Yeah.
I might as well forget what we're talking about like I used to.
I think
we had a comment in there saying,
oh yeah,
how about
80s
animes? Any old heads in here with me? Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, no.
So
yes, yeah.
Ranma 1.5. That show is hilarious.
Yeah.
Golden Boy, great, funny fucking show.
Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
What's another? Rurouni Kenshin. Yeah, he said Samurai X, Fist of the North Star.
Yep.
Omae Mu Shinderu. Nani?
I still think the best 80s anime is Dragon Ball. Period.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball actually was good. It had a good story. It had a good story. It had a meaning. The scaling wasn't too bad. You know, there's still like meaningful training. And then Dragon Ball Z came and it was just ass pulls. It's like this nigga can blow up a whole planet real easy.
Right.
Well, I do want to say, well, for me first, I want to say I did finish up Demon Slayer as well. I want to say that Demon Slayer is the first time I actually watched a anime finale and felt like I was watching a movie. Like that anime finale really had me like, whoa, no, this isn't a movie. No, like, is there a commercial happening? Wait, is there any? No, okay. Uh, like, whoo, whoo. Because man, the scenes was fire.
So my thing is about is like, I know, like for me, I'm used to UFO table being this fire when it comes to fight scenes because like I've watched the Fate, because like they do this in the Fate series, Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, Fate Apocrypha. Like if you watch the Fate series, you're used to this. This isn't new. Like it's like they just have more money. You know what I'm saying? Because like I promise you get the same effect if you go and watch the last fight scenes of the Fate series, and like they're all fire. They give you the same effect, and I'm surprised that so many people are surprised at that. You know what I'm saying?
I think the difference is the storyline and like how they connected those fights to the people. Like in the Fate series, for me, I mean, I felt for dude, but it was like, yo, this your third time doing this, cuz like, I mean, it's the same game. Like, I don't know.
And you know, that's what makes anime great sometimes. It's like you're watching it and you're feeling like it's a movie. You don't want it to end. It's just getting you all, I guess you're getting hooked into the story. And that's what makes a great anime. And that actually leads right into our topic of the day, which was we're going to be going over the Crunchyroll Awards.
Yes.
And with those things, what makes a great anime, fights, drama, getting you pulled in and all that, we're actually going to go ahead and start it off with some of the animes that got the award. And Shaq, take it away.
Righty. Let me see if I can go to share screen here. Boom. So for all those who are not familiar, Crunchyroll since 2016, I believe, they have been doing a Crunchyroll Anime Awards where they do different categories and have a different many animes in these different categories. It is a very wide variety. It goes from voice actors to best film, best comedy, best fantasy, so on and so forth. Because of the pandemic, I believe Crunchyroll has done a different direction how they do their awards. I want to first talk about that real quick before we go into the actual ones, because when they first started doing this, it became a big thing to where like other content creators or other facilities that actually gave a damn actually did like events for this so they can actually like portray what's going on, so they can actually have a celebration about these different categories and stuff like that. But this past year's one was kind of just happened. Like they opened up the categories, they told you when the start date and the end date for voting was, and then when it came to actually showing the audience who the winners were, they just posted it. It wasn't like a whole live. I know last year they did a whole live event to where like the winners popped on the live, talked live broadcast, and it ended up it turned into an awesome thing, even though it was all online. This one they honestly just posted it and people just made their comments about it. So I know, I think that's another reason why we figured we would go over the winners here on the show, because they really didn't do anything for it. And if anybody from Crunchyroll is watching, I hope you hear my complaint about it. Like, you legit could have just made a live broadcast about this on your YouTube channel, Twitch channel, or something.
Wait, you don't like that? I actually prefer that way. I'm like, God, please, I don't feel like.
And this is why I'm happy we talked about it, because I'm kind of on the fence. Like for me, I appreciated that I didn't have to go through after this commercial break, after this promotion here, after this promotion here. You just got right to the point. But in the same breath, I wanted to hear, like, for a lot of these winners, especially Anime of the Year, their response and reasoning for how they did certain things and their appreciation for all the people, like on these specific I know we're going to go over it, but they actually were like on scene crying and stuff. Like they had the little moments and all the fans was with them. Like it really does lose that when you don't have that interaction.
I can understand that. Like I can understand why it would be good. And it's like what the good stuff that can come out of it. But personally, I'm just like, and I guess this is just how I am. I'm like, niggas voted. That don't mean they got good taste. It's like, I mean, it's like, I don't give a fuck what y'all pick. What was it? Demon Slayer is like one of the most popular animes. New, looks good, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I'm not saying Demon Slayer is bad because I love Demon Slayer, but the story is not anything of any like. There's no like heavy depth to it. It's like you kind of understand what's going on. It's the fun stuff that happens in
Yeah.
between it because Avatar: Last Airbender was kind of like that. We knew what the end mission was from the jump.
Yeah.
It's like we knew that. So it was very straight to the point. But what made us fall in love with Avatar was all the stuff in between the adventure. Demon Slayer is great, but I do think it's like it's easy to like Demon Slayer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
No, yeah,
I
I feel
think.
But it's
the
shonen.
biggest-
You know what? I'm getting too critical.
Yeah.
I forget this is a shonen thing.
Because I was about to say
Yeah.
that. Like, come
And
on,
I
Phil.
got way too critical. Way too critical.
I'm like, you
of the
talking about
shonen
depth
anime.
with Shonen? Like,
Right, he's going in.
But Jujutsu Kaisen is a shonen, but it's like that's really not. If you read the manga, it's like, yo, not really.
yeah, nah.
I wanted the entertainment too. It was Jasmine saying that, but I'm a dick. Also, I don't like listening to people talk for too long.
Yeah. I think. Well, let's diving into it, Shaq. Where you want to start off at?
So we're gonna work our way up the ladder. We're gonna start off in the bottom section, and then we're gonna work our way up. So we're gonna first start off with the voice actors. Now, normally Crunchyroll, when they do the voice actors, they cover all the languages that they cover. But for this showcase, we're gonna only do English and Japanese. I want to give a big shout out to Zeno Robinson, who won Best Voice Actor last year for his performance for Hawks. One of the first African Americans to win a Crunchyroll Award for voice acting. Big shout out to him. I know we got a chance to meet him at DreamCon last year, even though it was brief. Still cool, still awesome guy. Got a chance to just at least hear us out as a podcast and take our business card. So big thumbs up. Maybe he kept it, maybe threw it in the trash. I don't know. I don't want to know because I might cry. So
You are absolutely right, Ella. But that's actually kind of a joke as well because I barely even listen to my own interviews. I listened to it one time and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to hear myself talk any longer.
Right. So the first one we're going to do is Best Voice Actor for English. And the winner for that one was Mr. David Wald with his performance as Adam from Skate the Infinity. Now I know myself, I've watched Skate the Infinity, and I'm not gonna lie, David Wald is a very well known voice actor, and his performance in this was ridiculous. Like
Yes.
the character himself is pretty much if Dio and Hisoka made a baby, and that baby did nothing but watch Tony Hawk for the rest of his life.
That it really
That's
is
what
though.
this character was. Like you get legit, you get Hisoka uncomfortness with this character with a Dio swag. Like I didn't think that was possible in an anime character until I saw Skate the Infinity and saw this motherfucker.
Yeah, but for me, I'm sorry. The nominees for this? It was hard. Like I mean, again, I appreciate what David did, but man, what Brittany Cox did with Finna and what Laura Bailey did, I know I'm not supposed to, be biased, but man, even Adam, like how Adam played his character. Especially the fighting scenes and like him trying to and watching again. I don't want to spoil, but watching his friend, I felt that pain when he was like, "You just did what? No, no," and I was like, "Wait, no!" Like again, I don't want to give away a lot of what these shows are about. Finna, the Pirate Princess. It is people are dubbing it the adult version of One Piece.
So you know what that means.
Yeah.
I'm finna.
I was gonna say something from a previous episode. Be like, bust these blondes. That was gonna be my joke.
I mean, again, it's not a lot of fan service. I'm gonna say that it is fan service in there, but it's not a lot. They with the shits. That's the best way to explain it. And what Brittany Cox did with the main character, at first I was annoyed, but as you continue to watch, you like, oh, No,
Yeah,
no,
he
sweetheart.
doing his thing.
What? Oh no. And it just went in, and of course, everybody knows the main character of Jujutsu Kaisen and what he had to go through this past season. And
Wait until next season.
Man, if they can keep him for the next 5 seasons that they got coming out, like you might cry like every time. Just yeah. But I appreciate, again, great work by David. I appreciate the level of content that all of these people put out. I never watched Wonder Egg Priority, so I don't know. I can't say yes or no on how they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe y'all did, but I do know Finna was like Finna or Jujutsu or Fruit Basket. I'm sorry. Those 3 in that order are probably competing with David at that level.
I ain't watched none of the shows on this list except for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh wow. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I will say that I would have took David Wald over Matt Shipman for Reki, who's the main character, who's one of the main characters in Escape Infinity. Yeah. Because like, Reki as a character did his thing in the story, but it's like this for like when the character of Adam was on the screen, you know shit was going either left or right. It was no in between with that character. So definitely it was one of those like the antagonist stole the show for me for Escape Infinity. And a lot of tension and a lot of very crazy tension. So like if you're a big fan of like skateboarding and all that good stuff, if you watch Air Gear, matter of fact, if you watch Air Gear and you was a fan of that show, I do recommend Escape the Infinity. There's going to be a lot of adult content tension between characters in that show. It's going to be there like a motherfucker. Yeah. This definitely is huge eye candy for the ladies. And there's like 3 characters in specifically that are just straight up eye candy and fan service for the ladies. I'm not gonna hold that. Like, hey, y'all deserve y'all's too. So definitely big shout out. This is for best performance English voice actor. Once again for Skate the Infinity. So next one we're gonna get into is best voice actor performance Japanese, and the winner of that one is Yuki Kaiji for Eren Yeager.
Yes.
Now, before we get into this one, I want to also say that I believe that the character of Eren Yeager himself was in the most categories this year. But we're going to get into the other ones. I think some people in the audience probably know what we're talking about. But the character of Eren Yeager was in so many categories. Not just Attack on Titan, but Eren Yeager as a character was in a lot of categories this year. And I was just like, hey, this season, like this whole season 4 was just like, he about that action, bro. Like he laced up his black Air Force and was like, I'm fucking shut up. And I'm here for it.
You know, I can like when I saw Eren going on that shit, I was like, I'm not surprised. You know, like from when you saw him as like a kid, like this man was on some, like you said, Black Air Force energy. But my issue, everyone can remember me saying Eren Yeager is the most annoying bitch ass nigga, and personally, I still feel that way. I'm just like, the thing is like, I'm like, yo, he's doing his thing. I still like Levi, and there's actually a lot of characters I like more than Eren. Like, I still think Eren is a bitch. The same way Levi thought he was a bitch and didn't like him. It's like Levi still don't like him, and there's a reason. Yeah, it's like there's reasons. Yeah. And my issue with Eren is all these people flocking to Eren because now he's a savage, and I'm just like, it's like, yeah, he's the shit. And it's like, man, in real life you a bitch too. So it's like, oh, on, man. I was like, you like him because you don't do that shit in real life. So you like the cartoon character that does it,
right?
But
and then for everybody who's listening to this audio, if you listen to all our audio streams, be sure to make sure you go over to Crunchyroll.com or go to the social media website. They did post the winners on their website, which we're referring to now on the show. If you're listening to this and not watching this as well, the other nominees for this was hashtag fuck Gabby, Miss Ayane Sakura from Attack on Titan, Kiyoshi Kobayashi for Daisuke Jigen from Lupin the Third, OG,
the original winner until he came out.
You know, hey,
what? Blasphemy.
Aoi Yuki as Kumoko from I'm a Spider, So What? Awesome isekai. I definitely gotta. That's on my isekai list. I know that. Natsuki Hanae from Odokawa from Odd Taxi. That's a lot of O's, y'all. Hold up.
Snowball effect. He's going downhill from here.
Hey, you see they talking shit about Levi in the chat?
Listen. Okay, Jazz. Here. So I agree. He does have anger issues. However,
the nigga grew up in the slums.
I feel like Levi has a valid anger issue. Like I feel like his anger issues are valid.
He wasn't like this for no reason. It's like his damn uncle was a fucking mercenary.
But and I feel this is why it's hard for me to root against Eren. Like I understand in the beginning, like he was annoying to me too, kind of like how Deku was, but in just a flip version of it. Like he was just that I'm always mad, but I can't do anything about it. So I was like, shut up. Like why? Like if you now. The reason why I love him, I'm like, no. He had this energy from the beginning. It's just now somebody gave him some keys and said, go drive.
I feel you. Like the thing is I know what Aaron's doing. It's like finally. It's like somebody who's really about to be about that action. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he 4'10", but he fuck all them up.
Right. Ain't nobody trying him though.
It's like the thing is like it don't matter who taller than you when you knock all their asses down. It's like
he's fly spirit animal.
He be fucking them niggas up. Like what was it? I think you sent it, Shaq. Someone dubbed a version of Attack on Titan when Gene and what's the other dude's name? The Armor Titan.
How
did I forget his name?
We know it, but we just don't remember.
Literally, his face just popped right in my. But I saw.
No, it's not Gene. Reiner,
yeah.
And whoever the Colossal Titan were. It was like a dubbing, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, everything should be good. So you just gotta watch out for this one little short nigga. That's all."
Yeah. I remember that one.
And he was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Nah, it's like this dude, like he a walking dub. He will fuck all of us up." It's like you just gotta make sure that he's not there, and we're all good.
Yo, he got that bus energy. He got the anime bus energy, all right?
And I don't think he has Napoleon complex because he don't be starting shit. He's not like playing victim or anything ever. He's just like Vegeta energy.
Yeah.
Like almost like adult Sasuke energy. It's like, I will kill you. It's like, go ahead, fuck around. Even Zoro, in a sense, they're
a mature Hiei.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
mature Hiei.
A lot of characters have that energy. Zoro being one of them, and if we go to a lot of different anime, it's like a lot of side but main characters would be like, "Yo, I will fuck you up right here," and that's what I like about Levi.
Low-key, that could be a whole episode, just like secondary characters who have main character energy.
Levi, Zoro, Killua.
Yeah.
That'd probably be a whole episode in itself this year.
Bakugo.
Hisoka.
True. I don't know. I would not want Hisoka to be a nigga. I don't know about that one. You going to jail now? No, go ahead. We here on the podcast do not approve of any of that slander.
Professor Azua or Azua Sensei, whatever his name is from My Hero, and My Hero is getting litty too. Or Yami. Yami's another character.
All right,
he going crazy in Black Clover.
Excuse me. So next category is best film.
I don't watch anime movies.
I myself do not recall that many anime films coming out this past year, so I think they also added in some ones from 2020 and 2021 as well. Yeah. But I think we all know who got this one.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer.
This one is Demon Slayer Mugen Train.
What?
I'm not going.
I mean, my headphones out.
God damn it!
Someone put the
I know-
J. Cole clapping where he mad.
I mean, for me, I enjoyed seeing this film in theaters. Definitely, I feel like it was worth the wait. Youthful Table definitely using their budgeting for animation. And I guess like kind of know me, I'm not a manga reader, so I didn't know what to expect in this film. And I know like the ending was like the hypest part for me, so I feel like it had like good build up. It gave me what initially it told us plus more. So like no trailer was really giving the story away. The only thing that can spoil you is just a manga reader who don't know how to shut up or just going to read manga.
An angry manga reader.
Yeah. But that's from an anime watcher perspective. It was worth the hype and the wait. Because I know I rewatched the last 2 or 3 episodes before I went to go see the movie.
They did good.
Yeah, I think the only close, and I know some people might hate me for what I'm about to say with the nominees, but the closest one was Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. And even that, I mean, it is a pull on your heartstring type of movie. Not going to give the details, but there's nothing in comparison to my boy and everything he went through. The whole season came out so we can be able to say stuff like this.
Damn. You gonna spoil it, everybody? Like,
no, I mean, it's not a spoil at this point. Like, you had 2 years.
No. They had 1 year. It came out like last year, didn't it?
Well, I'm saying this year, as in 2 months, you had quote unquote 2 years.
This guy
worth of time.
I mean, I do agree though. It's like if you were following it heavy, and once you hear that the movie is a part of this story, it's gonna take you from into the next season. It's like, why wouldn't your bitch ass just go and watch it? It's like, who willingly is gonna skip part of the story of a show that they love so much?
And that's watch it for 20 minutes every week.
And that's why I have disrespect for anime only watchers. It's like, you really gonna wait 2 years to finish this story? You like it though? It's like, is that what you're telling me?
And I think the crazy part is they have like 3 more years before they actually get to the final arc.
You think it's 3? Yeah. I feel like 3 years. 3 or 4, because they did pack a lot into this one. Because there's only one. There's 2 more arcs, I think, after this one, and that's
because they still got like one. No, they still got 2 more training arcs.
People got other things to do. Like what? Tell you what, when people say that, it's like what? What people doing? Reading a manga takes you less time to read like 10 chapters of manga than it would to watch a full episode. Depends on how slow you read.
So I know for me, I mostly read mangas if it's a series that stopped and never continued. Like those, like how like when Bleach ended, but there was still a story going on. I went and read it because like at the time they weren't going to do any more episodes. I know Air Gear was another one that had an anime series, but they stopped, but the manga was still going and stuff like that. Like that's when I go and read. But if it's still going to be anime, then I'm going to watch it because I know for me, I can perceive and retain information better when I hear something as I'm seeing it versus just reading it because I'll probably forget. I'm more of an audio person, so like I love that's my main reason why I'm an anime watcher only. Like I said, not saying I don't read any manga, because even right now I read the up-to-date Dragon Ball Super because Dragon Ball Super isn't coming back. It probably is, but it's been a while, so I'm just reading what's going on right now. So
I need to get back on that.
Oh yeah, I know 81 recently just came out, so I got to go back and read that after this probably. But yeah, there was. I know one of the anime movies that was in this category I didn't get a chance to see yet was Bella, which I heard that was Belle. Okay, which was pretty good. I heard a lot of good reviews for that one, so I definitely I didn't get a chance to go in the theater to see that one either. So I'm gonna have to like find an awesome website to hook me up with that.
To me, it was weird, but it gave me like Inuyashiki vibes. And I was like,
Inuyashiki, it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, again, for everybody, y'all can go check that out. but I appreciated this list. This list was pretty good for the nominees.
All right, so our next category is going to be best comedy, and the winner for that one is
Don't know any of these.
Comey Can't Communicate.
Which was
Studio
hilarious.
OLM.
She
Wait.
is hilarious.
When y'all be watching these?
Listen, I can't watch what I read, so I gotta watch everything else.
I'm just like, I guess so. I'm just like, bro. There's too much anime coming out for me to watch all the shows for the nominees. I'm just like, damn, nigga, I didn't know they had.
So for those who did watch Komi Can't Communicate, this is, to me, for those who are currently watching streamed anime, this is the closest thing to my Senpai is Annoying. Not so much the romance piece of, well, first, Komi Can't Communicate is strictly about this girl inside of school who does a lot of, I'm gonna just say ditzy things. I'm not gonna go into the details. I'm gonna have you watch it. There is a little fan service, but it's not a lot. It's okay. Overall, it's like a 7 out of 10. But it is hilarious. The others on this list for the nominees, don't toy with me. Miss Nagatoro. I never actually finished that one. The Dragon Maid was kind of cool. Didn't like it was one of those 5 episode. All right,
Low-key, Dragon Maid had some fight scenes that were pretty fucking fire.
That's why I wanted to watch it, because I was like, them fight scenes had me in there. Like, hey, like,
and some I think two of the fight scenes from that anime were like Dragon Ball references, because somebody tagged me and it was like, this is major Goku energy, and I watched them and I was like, who did this? I thought this was a comedy. What's going on right now?
Yeah, no, which I can't wait for our next section, but it kind of had the same type of energy for the next section's winner.
Oh, the next one might be by me a minute, because the next one I'm hyped for. But I know do not toy with me, Miss Nagatoro was another really good one that a lot of people recommended as a good comedy. I know the main character, Miss Nagatoro, is a highly recommended cosplay. A really easy one as well. Big
if
shout
you
out
have
to all
KK Goodry, you already have the cosplay.
Yeah. Big shout out to all my lovely ladies who are cosplayers. Y'all do an amazing job, especially all those who do this young lady as well. I don't know that many guys who do the guy character, the protagonist guy character, because I think none of us want those problems from how this show works. I don't think I do. So
yeah, I'm good. And this, if you say it's good, I will watch it. I never got a chance to. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm already watching it from 3 other shows, but if it's good, I'll give it a try.
Yeah. I know I myself have not seen it. I have not seen Don't Toy Me, Miss Nagatoro, and Komi Can't Communicate, but I know those are always the two, along with Dragon's Maid. I know those 3 are always like animes that come up in conversation when it comes to this category. So big shout outs to them and to the everybody else. Also, Odd Taxi. I know when I was at Anime NYC, which is brought to you by Crunchyroll, Odd Taxi had their own section where like the actual taxi was there with the main character in it. You can sit down in it and take a picture. The line was long. I was gonna do it myself just for the page and for the fandom, but the line was long as shit, and I had other stuff to do. Yeah. But let's see. All right, so that one was for best comedy for all of our audio listeners, and this next one, we're about to get to this next one because I was hyped. This next category is best fantasy, and if you listen to the podcast, you know me and Justin's #1 fantasy anime right now, and hold up.
This section is such a fight. I'm sorry.
This was a big one right here. This one was a big one.
I'm sorry.
And the winner for best fantasy was.
And I'm willing to debate this.
Cards of Slime season 2, baby. Woo! I was hyped for this one, but this one was a big. This one was a really tough one, especially for me. I know because when I voted, I was really stuck on this one.
Listen, Ranking of Kings
Well, let's go into the other
Yeah.
nominees.
We just gotta.
So the other nominees were Jobless Reincarnation, which at first I was not really into, but once I watched season 1, holy shit, this anime is amazing. So I really thought this was gonna take it. Like, even though I did vote for Reincarnated as a Slime, I thought Jobless Reincarnation was gonna take it, to be honest with you. To Your Eternity was also another one I thought was a good contender. Like, this one had bangers. I ain't gonna hold you on this one. To Your Eternity was like a very emotional. Like, this shit's gonna make you cry.
Especially the little girl, man. Like, you know what? Yeah.
Ranking of Kings was like the what the fuck factor, because it was like, it's one of those, like, you cannot judge a book by its cover, because you really wouldn't expect what happens in this show when you look at the first episode. Like, you're like, oh, this is like a wholesome Disney type shit. It is surely not.
So not. So not. And the case study of Inatas was just as hyped. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Like, oh,
especially for Studio Bones, because they be doing some. Their animation is pretty tough too.
I'm still shocked that they even put To Your Eternity, because they didn't finish until the following year. But
yeah,
it's still such a powerful show, kind of like Jobless Reincarnation, just without the fan service, that it's like, man. But yeah, how I Got Reincarnated, yeah, it won early and it stayed consistent.
So let me tell you,
I gotta watch that.
So, like, I know for me, and I know me and Just, if me and Just can agree on anything when it comes to anime, we definitely agree on the hype and amazement of The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And like, season 1 was so good, it was like, how do you top this? And they fucking obliterated season 1 with season 2, especially with this motherfucker right here. Like, and he came in the last 3 episodes. This motherfucker changed the whole game. If you know who that character is, you know who that character is. But that fucker changed the game in such an amazing and hilarious way that pretty much he became an anime Deadpool with Goku type energy and powers. Like, the fucker's hilarious but unstoppable at the same time.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I might want to watch it tonight.
Listen, bro, I think in the crazy part about How I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is he is such a Elin keel. I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm strong, but I'm human. I'm trying to be as human as I possibly can be. But if you mess with to me, it had the One Piece Luffy putting the hat on Nami energy. Like it was like, yo, and what he does with a pinball to an army is just
So I will say that when you get to know the character of Rimuru, which is this blue hair character here, season 1, he's this guy trying to make his way and all that good stuff. And he's that nice guy. Season 2 is like, it's like you take that nice guy and you press his buttons to be like, all right, y'all don't fucked around for too long.
You're going to jail now.
Season 2 was definitely that season where when the nice guy is tired of being nice, and once again, a very tough category, but it's highly understandable that Reincarnated as a Slime season 2 took it, because like it started just as heavy as it ended.
Yes.
All right. Don't talk about it no more, because I feel like I'm learning too much. I gotta just go watch it.
Definitely check that out. Really,
yeah.
Big shout out to them. All right, this next one, I'm not sure. This next category is best action. This one, this one I was kind of meh on.
I feel like Demon Slayer and JuJutsu Kaisen are on this. I don't know who the winner is though.
So the winner for best action is JuJutsu Kaisen season 2.
Yep. Oh, with the fight scene.
Fight back one.
I know
fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga.
So many fights like that in JuJutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
It's like everybody was getting jumped in that bitch.
Yeah.
Which this is, and we can scroll down to show all the nominees. Obviously, Attack on Titan was on there. Demon Slayer, of course. I need to watch Wonder Egg Priority because clearly it is a GOAT anime that we have just not watched. If
Yeah,
anybody in the
because
comment section watched, please let us know. Cause man, they showing up.
yeah, I would say Wonder Egg Priority was another one of those animes that was in a lot of categories. I myself have not seen it. I've seen like little screenshots. I've seen some scenes from it. It left like a lot of like scenes from that anime left me really confused on even wanting to watch it. but from this, definitely, I know our friend David from Otaku Academy, he is highly recommended Vivi. I've heard I've seen a couple of fight scenes from that one. That is pretty fire. So I know that's another one. Definitely do recommend checking that one out. That's on my list to check out this year as well. I mean, Mugen Train, we all know what happens in Mugen Train.
Yeah.
That ending scene from Mugen Train. That was good.
So I will say because I finished the story mode for the Demon Slayer video game. Doing the Mugen Train art on the video game was fucking stressful, and it's very misleading because like all the other boss fights, because like for those who don't know, pretty much the first video game, Hinokami Chronicles, you're going through all of season 1 of Demon Slayer on top of the Mugen Train arc, and pretty much all the boss fights in the season 1 portion of the game were not as difficult. They weren't that hard once you understand the mechanics of the characters and stuff like that, especially with Tanjiro. But when you get into the Mugen Train arc and you do the 2 boss battles from that, oh, it fucking cranks up to 11. Like, I never really died in the story mode until I got to that portion.
To me, and I love the game. The only thing I'm upset at this list, and y'all can correct me on why it's not on this list. Why isn't Tokyo Revengers on here?
Tokyo Revengers fights there. I didn't think they had good action like that.
I feel like, but like, I see where Justin's going with this too, because like, it's real. It was like realistic, like real niggas fighting over.
Yeah, because again, I'm not expecting Jujutsu Kaisen for the fight scenes. Tokyo Revengers to me had the most human-based fights that you can have, to where it's animated, but it still feels like the first few episodes of like Yu Yu Hakusho. Like it was like legit, they just scrapping in the yard, and that's what they did.
Mine is Mikey because he was built different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mikey's entrances were dope, but I don't feel like the fights didn't last long enough. It was a lot of one-sided ass whoopings and then some treachery and shit like that. I feel like Tokyo Revengers would have a higher rating in like the suspense of a fight.
Yeah.
They did good with a little bit of action, and then there were suspenseful moments where you're like, "Oh shit, what the?" And fuck again,
I need to watch the other 3 to like make sure that I'm standing on this wholeheartedly. But Finna, the pirate princess, should have made it too, because those scenes and how boys is getting diced up. Man. Again, you know, I know a lot of people don't watch certain animes, but oh man, that was one of them where I was like, oh yeah, no, this is definitely getting best action scene or something. Like, I know it wasn't a lot of memes going around because not a lot of people actually tuned in because the main character is a woman. Don't understand that, but you know, it is what it is. That's society.
Ignorance.
But man,
the main character is a woman.
Yes.
All right. So our next category is going to be best drama. This is another category I was not too well rounded with the nominees for this one, but still, hey, still dope. And the winner for best drama is To Your Eternity, which is understandable.
I don't understand it over Fruit Baskets though, but I understand why they chose it. Like Fruit Basket, it was the final season. Like it was way too much into that final season. And again, I really need to watch this Wonder Egg Priority. It got nominated too many times. I'm watching it tonight. But
yeah, definitely.
Like To Your Eternity, I completely understand. I cannot knock that. That show at least 3 times had me like, all right, all right, all right, not this one, not the, not no, damn. And that's literally how you go throughout the episode. Like, don't cry. It's cool. It's cool. You strong. You tough.
Like I'm a real nigga. Don't cry. Don't cry. A little tear. Maybe one. All right. Maybe two. All right, bet.
Maybe,
I'm done.
yeah, yeah. Like, man, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have recommended 86. I know on my account, I have that queued up. I have not watched it yet, but I know a lot of military political and a lot of military political stuff goes on in 86, along with racism goes on in 86. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of interested in seeing how that plays out. The synopsis that I have been told about 86 is pretty much that it is about 80. It's about 84 districts that is in society. Well, no, 85, and then the 86 one is a secret district filled with people who are different from the rest of society and are used as collateral damage for a supposed war that no one else knows about. And I'm just like, this sounds fucked up from the jump. I'm gonna have to check this out.
Mhm.
And pretty much the main characters are set up as failures from the jump. But then, like, I guess somebody within the military is like, this is stupid, this is fucked up, this needs to change. And that's as far as I go. Maybe one day if I watch enough of it, I'll give y'all guys my thoughts on it. But I've heard a lot about it as far as like storytelling wise. It got mechs too, so I'm a big mech fan. So I heard some mech stuff goes on in here too. So I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, again, yeah, To Your Eternity, there's nothing left to be said outside of wow. And just, yeah, you did that. Like, there has never been, to me, out of all the animes I've watched, a character development of like, I'm getting stronger through true tragedy the way they do it in To Your Eternity.
So our next category.
Would you say it's like tiered with like Erased in terms of like drama?
Erased is like a PG-13 to Your Eternity.
You see, I don't want to watch that. That's too much.
that's too much emotion.
like-
That's too much emotion.
That's
Emotional damage.
It's like, bro, like we're gonna get into our next chat category, and it kind of has the same, like, we're gonna talk about it, but yeah, no, To Your Eternity, there's very little window. There is some fight scenes, but it's very little windows for you to like let go of the heartstrings.
Emotional damage.
Yes,
Emotional damage. All right, so our next category is best romance. I can't remember exactly, but I think this one, another one I glanced over myself. But the winner is.
Yeah, I get it.
How come
I get it.
bro? I don't watch any of these things. Like, what are these shows?
Listen, you got to get more cultured, my brother. You got to get more cultured, my brother.
So for
what?
me, I thought B-Stars was going to win this category for me.
Oh yeah.
B-Stars was good.
Like between B-Stars and Fruits Basket, the final season, I thought one of those two was going to get it. So when this Horimiya won, I was like, okay, this must be fire, because I didn't think this one was going to win.
I personally thought that just due to history, Fruit Baskets was going to win, but I definitely understand, especially the ending of Horimiya. Like, I was like, yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say because I don't watch this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I really think B-Stars had a chance. B-Stars definitely had a chance. Yeah, that's always true too. Yeah. Tyler's right. The awards are always kind of weird as far as who wins. Yeah.
What she said? She said, "I like watching stuff that hurts me."
Listen.
You like starting arguments that hurt me.
That is the gateway to toxicity. Sorry.
Yeah, I still don't understand how B-Stars didn't win it just because of like how it ended, but I do get it based on like the storyline. Why? And again, for those who watch, I don't really want to spoil it. I do want to say that it's some of the best, like, I'm not trying, no, non-action, just suspense and emotional pull you in
Damage.
type. Yeah.
Emotional
No,
damage.
those aren't damage though. Like Beastars is damage. Fruit Basket, it's a crier, but it's not damage.
I'm trying
To
to
your
think what
eternity, that's a
It-
napalm bomb. Like
I'm
that
trying to
is
think what
that's a
Beastars had that was emotional damage.
bro. That was the whole thing. Like they had the emo wolf who really couldn't get out of his shell. Like that is literally the heart of Beastars. Like how like
Maybe I ain't got a heart because I ain't see emotional damage. I just saw entertainment. I was like, oh, this shit getting interesting.
Again, I can't spoil it, but yeah, no, there's a lot of times where he's like, it's because of me that certain things happen and I have to do better because I can't be this person because I'm just so horrible, blah 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 blah.
He is annoying.
So
Yeah.
look how later on in season 3 we're gonna have a whole episode dedicated to emotional damage. And it might end up becoming a tearjerker in its entirety. So y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for that one. I already see it's happening.
I'm just gonna. I'll just leave myself out of that episode because I'm gonna be like, all this shit. I ain't watching none of this shit.
Listen, and I gotta comment on this. I assure you,
Read out what the comment says.
The first 3 episodes, and that Eternity show lost me after the first episode. If you watch the first 3, you're going to be like, wow, like I'm not going to continue watching this because I know where it's going, but wow. And yeah, man, I know it's slow. It is a slow show, but it really does its thing as it picks up.
Okay. So our next category, a very, very interesting one, is going to be best fight scene. We're going to get into the hands now.
This one.
And the winner for best fight scene is JuJutsu Kaisen's Yuji Itadori and Ayo Todo versus Hanami from part 2 of season 1.
This jump was
good. And they got the video for it too, but Toei Animation and for so we don't get our video copyright, I'm not going to play the fight scene. Make sure I go to Crunchyroll.com to go actually check out the fight scene itself. But the winner is from JuJutsu Kaisen.
Can you play it for like 10 seconds? I want to know how they got a video that you can't play if you're playing it for other people. Ain't that what they put it out there for people to watch?
Yeah. So I know
I get the law, but I'm just like, this is fucking stupid.
It definitely is. Trust me, it definitely is. And like definitely, I know like most time when I go over our YouTube videos after we post them, and like literally like a week afterwards, we'll get a copyright claim for one of them, which we do have a few, but they're only like internationally copyrighted blocked. So like certain countries can't watch us, which is crazy, but still. And then other big name pages have their pages removed. So at this point now, it's like the most we can do is images to just be safe. Because I don't know
them.
Exactly.
But
I'm about to be like that scene off of I Think I Love My Wife, where he's like, you remember the dude rapping, "Fuck these crackers." That's what I say.
I do think,
but that shit is just funny. It's like that's a joke.
I personally think the second scene from JuJutsu Kaisen was even better than this one.
Who?
Right there.
You said the second scene. I can't see.
The nominees. So it's a Yuji Itadori versus Nobuo Kokusaki and their team up.
Oh, at the end?
Yes.
The end of the
yes. I think that was better.
Nah. It was better, but I think the fight scene with whatever that other guy's name is,
Yuji and
I think the setup was better
Toto,
than the first one.
I think the setup was good because it's like, oh shit, what the fuck is about to happen? And it's just hands.
To have that length of time of back and forth hands it's one of those, no, we really friends in our hearts, but we can still throw hands with one another. Don't interrupt us. Oh, now that you did, you can get both of these hands All four.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that one.
So I'm not gonna lie. The fight from Boruto, which is the Naruto versus Ishiki fight,
Yeah.
like that one was pretty
Yeah.
dope. But I think that one was really good because of the outcome storyline wise with Naruto's character.
Don't spoil it, please.
I'm not going any farther than that.
That was a message for the people in the comments.
Okay. No one spoiled that fight. Please do not spoil that fight. Some people have not seen it. Some people in the comment section right now is catching up on Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, and they're not gotten to Boruto yet. So do not spoil in the comment section. But if you understand the weight and the importance of that fight and the outcome of that fight, I feel like that was a really good fight. But it was more so of a good
emotional damage.
Oh yeah, this is the most. Listen, when we do our emotional damage episode, this motherfucker's going on the list. It's going on mine.
That'll be a spoiler. That should be a spoiler alert. And you know who's still watching Naruto Shippuden? Freaking Luna Sasaguri in the comments. She still ain't finished Naruto Shippuden.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Let's all take a moment to...
I remember high school when I finished it my first time. I remember that.
It's like people were supposed to be reading that. That was one of the ones that everybody was reading. It's like, oh, shit.
And I don't want to give away anything, but I do want to say that I'm happy that Aaron at least got nominated for fighting the Warhammer. Like, he did his thing. But there's a better fight scene that I appreciate.
That one scene, it was so funny.
I can't say what it is, but man, she got
she got worked.
Who? The Warhammer?
No, the traitor.
What?
I'm talking about. Oh, I mean, if you want me to spoil it, I can spoil it. But
no. If this is beyond what the anime is, don't spoil it.
No. It is the anime. It's
send in the private
Levy
chat.
Finding out the truth during the season, and this one girl decides to do something stupid, and she gets caught up due to her stupidity. She's
okay.
Oh yeah. I gotta finish the season because I'm not remembering what's going on.
I know. And now, once again, I will say that Vivi, once again, that anime, I was told that anime looks very, very, very awesome. It has really good visuals, and the fight scenes are pretty awesome as well. So I do understand why Vivi is on here as a recommendation as well. But big shout out to JuJutsu Kaisen for taking two spots in the nominees, and then at least end up winning. And once again, Dragon's Maid, I believe that was the fight scene I saw where I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? It might be that one or another one.
And for the next section, I know for a fact this I thought was the most trash section, period. I know we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to explain why, but certain people shouldn't even be here, and I'm upset. And I'm upset. We're going to get into it, but I'm upset.
Okay. Justin, it's okay. It's okay. Take a breath. So we're getting into like the last five or six categories. This next one is best antagonist. So before we get into this one, I want to mention, like I mentioned earlier in the show, that there's a character for the first time ever was in both categories for best antagonist and best protagonist. And that's fucking wild. Once again, one specific character was in both categories for best protagonist and best antagonist, and that to me that's wild. The winner for best antagonist is Aaron Yeager.
BS. They stole my boy Tamura Shigaraki's role,
bruh. That is so.
He
is one of the best villains.
BS. I was pissed.
Who
else is on there?
Pissed.
Oh, so the other people is Yano from Odd Taxi, Adam from Escape the Infinity, Tomura Shigaraki from Attack on Titan Season 5, Echidna from ReZero, and Teta Kisaki from Tokyo Revengers. Personally, my vote was Kisaki, because fuck that nigga. He was on some straight That dude
No.
has some Eisen level mentality manipulation shit, bro. Like,
but
yo,
I
bro was pulling strings, bro.
Anybody read the manga?
yeah, I did. Of course.
You finished it?
Yeah.
I heard people say that it used to be good. Like the
So
manga went downhill.
So for those who have not read the manga,
I'm catching up.
The manga
I'm catching
actually
up.
ended about 20 chapters ago. They're still continuing it, but in my opinion, the manga ended 20 chapters ago. And for those who are reading it currently in the most like up to date, you know why. But yeah, no, to me, it's like what Tokyo Ghoul did with season 3. It's like why?
Tokyo Ghoul season 2 is good though.
And that's what I'm saying. The ending
Oh.
stopped, and then they did some extra stuff to keep it going. And I'm like, wait, you ended it here. It was good. That's all you needed to do. It was good. Why are we here?
But yeah, I know for me, like I know for me, my vote was Kisaki, but I definitely my second vote would have definitely been Adam from Skate the Infinity, because once again, Adam is a character that gives you Hisoka level uncomfort, but like he has Dio energy at the same fucking time, and I thought that was immaculate from
He was
both
chaotic,
and
evil. I mean, yeah,
Nah.
chaotic.
To me, there was first of all, Eren Yeager shouldn't even been listed here. He's not an antagonist. He's not an antagonist. He's a protagonist. He is an anti-hero, and that's all it is. He's just an anti-hero. But, and I do mean but,
Tomura should have been on.
Tomura won this. Tomura won this without any doubt in my mind. There is no villain who had the level of power, had the level of backstory, and had a level of follow through than him on this list. Outside of Kisaki.
Now I'm gonna say I understand why Echidna from ReZero is on here, because I'm almost fully caught up.
Yeah.
Because this bitch here, God damn it, this bitch causes stress.
But again, even with her, her purpose isn't as valued as
she has
Kisaki.
a value purpose, but god damn it, that shit's stressful.
Yeah, like, but even even like them, even Adam as a character, like Shigaraki embodies the true meaning of what could happen if you get left behind.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And like, I mean, Kisaki, his motive is like if Steve Urkel decided to go evil, but it's like, man.
Listen, Kisaki is just Steve Urkel on some gang shit. Like, I just he put down the calculator and picked up the 9 and just said, fuck it.
And it shows in his actions. It shows like how again, we can't really talk about it yet because the second season ain't dropped. Yeah. But just how did he know? How does he know?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is best protagonist. Once again, one of those. And before we go into this one, I'm gonna say right now, for some fucking reason, Eren Yeager was in both categories of best protagonist and best antagonist.
Which why he shouldn't have been in the antagonist category, period.
So, going to the next category, best protagonist. And I'm kind of happy for this one.
Yeah.
And the winner for best protagonist is Odokawa from Odd Taxi. I'm okay with that. Because like I said, I myself, I need to watch Odd Taxi, but from what I have seen and what I've heard from other people who are big fans of Odd Taxi, I kind of get it. He is that character that's in the mix of a whole bunch of different storylines at once, and somehow he's connected to almost every motherfucking one of them. Nigga, if that was me, I would stop being a taxi driver. Fuck all y'all and y'all problems. Y'all stressful.
And I'm sorry, but for this category, I believe Eren Yeager won it, period. But Boji would have been the one to steal it for me. Boji was the one to steal it for me.
Yeah.
Again, I can't get into the details of the show. If you watch action anime, you know what Boji is about. But man, you're talking about just a baby.
Listen, and I've done it a few times on our Twitter page where I think I did one where it was like regular anime watchers watching Ranking of Kings, regular people Oh my goodness, poor Boji. Black people, you better not do that to my baby Boji. You better back the hell up. Hit him again if you want.
Cause man,
Tell me how the
again,
whole black community is so serious about Boji. Like the black community has adopted Boji. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. The black nerd community has adopted Boji, and every episode we see him get hit, some black person is going, touch my baby again, touch him again if you want to.
and I did watch Joe. I appreciated him as a protagonist. I understood what they were trying to do with the character and the reason why they went the route that they did, especially with his I'm gonna call it growth and acceptance of where he is as a person. But what didn't do it for me was, yo, you hit your pinnacle. Like he was on the straight work path in the ending of the first season, and it just seemed like no one was there with him for the second in the beginning, and that's what pulled me away. I don't, yeah, like I there's a lot that I have opinions about on it, and I can't really spoil it, but yeah, but Boji, nah, fam, Boji, yeah, he went through it, like Joe really did.
I know for me, I have not yet watched Megalobox 2 because me personally, the way Megalobox ended, the first season ended, I didn't need a second season. Like that was one of those, like it ended exactly how it needed to be, and I was cool with it. But I did hear that it did get pretty good regards for it, so I know I definitely am going to go back and watch season 2.
And that's kind of what I'm speaking to. Like the first season, even though there's a lot of pieces that like he knew he needed, and he didn't no longer have in the second season, I still feel like, in true regard to how the show ended, in a sense, there were people that were anchors to him that could have continued to be anchors, and it would have just been okay. Yeah. But for some reason, they just needed to have some, in my opinion, they needed to have more drama than what was needed, and they made it start in a horrible way for Joe.
Yeah. So we're going to get into the next category. Once again, if you want to go to for everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening, you can go to Crunchyroll.com to watch the videos, because every category we're talking about tonight does have a video associated with the winner. So if you want to make sure check out, make sure you go to Crunchyroll.com and check out the actual video for that winner. The next category is best character design. Once again, a very interesting category. First of all, a very interesting category. I wouldn't really have this as a category myself, but I do understand why it's here. So the winner for best category design is
JuJutsu.
Tadashi Hiramatsu for JuJutsu Kaisen.
And yeah, I had One Piece should have been on here, but that's just my opinion.
Personally, my vote was for Ranking of Kings, because because once again, I feel like the design throws you off, but then at the same time, it gives you that don't judge a book by its cover kind of feel for me, especially where it is right now in the story for the anime.
And it also gives a 80s pull on design. Like it has that, like it's definitely a classic anime, but with real world, like current damage that you get in those 80s anime, but just not as like gory. And I think again, I'm gonna keep saying it, but I'm gonna watch Wonder Egg Priority this weekend. I'm gonna just have to binge it because clearly I missed out on life. Yeah, beautiful response. Yeah, no, like definitely. It reminds me of like
Astro Boy was on the nominees. I was like, is that Astro Boy? Is that the show you're talking about?
Yeah, no, Ranking of Kings, I think definitely did it. I honestly believe Demon Slayer should have been on here. Like, I think Demon Slayer for character design was just crazy. I don't understand why it didn't get that type of nomination. Demon Slayer, especially how it looked like almost a movie. Like, I don't understand how it didn't get nominated. And of course, One Piece. I'm always gonna throw One Piece in here. Like, I get it. Everybody got to have.
Leave it alone.
But like, come on.
I think I think the reason why they got best design was because girls was going crazy over Itadori's Sukuna.
Yeah.
He was and Gojo. Those two
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I think that's the main
Yeah.
reason why they won it.
Well, I will say, even in that regard, I would say, as far as like fan service for the ladies, Escape the Infinity does that in spades. There's at least 5 characters that's just everything a woman wants in a character's design. and like I think 3 of them aren't even main characters.
I think I put mine off of just what I saw on Twitter.
Mhm.
Well, a lot of people talk
no.
about Twitter and like TikTok. It's they talked about that. Those are girls' favorite characters, Sukuna and Gojo. And then if you add Nanami to the mix, because some people do like Nanami.
Yeah.
But they like his suit getup. I like his outfit. Honestly, I can understand. I like their outfits.
So I will say most of the ladies, and like some of y'all can add me on my personal page. I don't care, but I believe a lot of the ladies who like Sukuna over Gojo are toxic.
Did you just plug yourself?
Yep.
What?
Don't at me. Don't at me.
Don't at me. But it looks like a lot of the ones that like Sukuna over Gojo seem to like toxic men. It just looks like that. But then even some of the women who prioritize Gojo, I don't know, because Gojo looks like the motherfucker who don't really care about the relationship. And I've seen a couple of videos about ladies in like this little in certain relationships with Gojo that don't look like the best, but they still want it. Hey, I'm not here to judge. Your husbando is your husbando. That's your business, not mine. Why somebody's gonna DM me mad as fuck.
Yeah, this next section had me pissed too. This next section had me.
So the next category is going to be Best Director. Once again, I do understand why Justin's probably mad at this one. And the winner for Best Director is Baku Kinoshita for Odd Taxi.
Listen, I just got 2 animes that I need to watch.
So we got a comment from Miss Luna. I like fantasy toxic men. I just hope you like toxic men only in fantasy and fantasy only. That's all I gotta say to that.
I appreciate that they put Megalobox on here, because even though it started to me with a weak point, they definitely brought it home. I feel like Sunny Boy has way too much going on in it for it to be a Best Director piece. Again, gotta watch those 2, Wonder Egg Priority and Odd Taxi. But Attack on Titan, man. Like,
yeah, I think Attack on Titan.
Man,
who clicked that again? Absolutely only fantasy.
So once again, I know I still gotta go back and watch Megalobox season 2 myself. Once again, Wonder Egg Priority in another category. I'm gonna have to check that one out myself. I don't know too much about it. But I know from what I've heard from how Odd Taxi has been perceived in this first run and how everybody enjoyed it, so I can see if that at least them getting a dub in at least one of these categories. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I got a question.
What's up?
Would y'all agree? This is something I've been seeing on like social media for a little bit. Would y'all agree that one of the reasons why anime has made such a big bump in popularity is because they got away from that old school slow ass pacing shit, and they're giving us action, big shit early on? Like they were talking about how, like episodes of Naruto, like how Naruto the best, like one of the early arcs didn't start until like episode 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 16.
Yeah.
One Piece, Arlong Park didn't happen until
34 or something?
30. Yeah, exactly. And they're saying it's like people don't want to wait for shit like that no more. It's like we don't want to wait 900 episodes before we get to something good. So then they're giving us stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen, where episode 1 they're already like going in with heavy fights and giving good story plots early on. We gotta wait. a few years or a year for a new season, but people are willing to do that. And it's like
for good quality.
Yeah, I think it does play a role. It's like we're getting the golden age of like good animes again, back to back to back to back to back, because it's like we gotta tighten up.
And I think.
So
go ahead, Chuck.
now I was gonna say I have noticed for a good couple years since like around like 20. I would say 20.
16?
I would say like at least like around 2015, 20
Yeah.
between like 2015 on up. I have seen a trend of like the first 2 to 3 episodes of an anime gives you that wow factor or that what the fuck factor, if you will. Is that one factor of the show within the first 2 or the first 3 episodes that hook you in to be like, all right, this is a series I'm going to invest my time into.
Yeah.
Versus like animes from back in our time, from the 90s and 80s, that give you like, here's the synopsis of the story. Let me take you on a journey versus, boom, bitch, this is the anime. Get ready to get some fuck shit. Let's go.
That's really how they going now. It's like, oh, you thought we was waiting till episode 5? Nah,
You
nigga,
thought
now.
pussy? You thought me pussy? This new anime. You thought pussy?
Messing up the camera and all. Just
Right?
And I think one of the beauties and the reasons why I think pacing has been so much better. Well, actually, we have somebody who said it for me.
Yeah.
Many of the reasons the anime is getting more popular is easier to access to content. Woo. Better pacing, less stigma for being a weed.
Words, baby.
Yo, I was like, I was word vomiting so bad there.
Whoa,
had to like, I was like, hold on, brain, catch up the mouth. Hold on, brain. And the comic book industry being trash, which yes, I think all of these play a huge part, and also the technology, like the fact that we have After Effects that allows the average person to make almost movie quality anime is insane. I mean, again, it still almost costs like almost $100,000 to do one episode, but the ability for one person, for example, all those what is the Dragon Ball spinoffs?
Z?
The fan arts.
Like Dragon Ball AF.
Yes, like those.
Like
the ability to have those now is just crazy to me, that we are able to get that access on a weekly basis from everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me see. So, like I said, getting into it. We got a few more left, guys. Next one is best score.
They have this right.
Once again, another one. I was like, okay, this is a category, but hey, okay. The winner for best score is Yuki Kaigura and Goshina for Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train. Almost fucked it up. The other nominees for best score was 86, Megalobox Season 2, Vivi, Odd Taxi, and Dede Mouse. Oh no, my bad. Wonder Egg Priority once again.
Listen, I think that these two should have just got something, especially Wonder Egg Priority. It feel like they should have won by now. As many nominations they got.
Right.
They got snubbed.
They like the Jay-Z of nominations right now.
I know for best score myself, I know the music for the fight scenes were really awesome. And it really got more intense as it got on, especially towards the final battle and the ending scene leading into even the end credits still was like something that like pulled on your heartstrings after witnessing what happened for that story. So after seeing Mugen Train, I can understand. I myself have once again have not seen Vivi, have not seen 86, have not seen Megalobox, but have heard big regards into them along with Odd Taxi. I gotta check out Wonder Egg at this point now because it's been in the category for I don't know how many times. So, I don't have too much to say on this one.
Because again, I think for this one, there's quite a few animes that I feel like didn't get they just do.
I think One Piece should have been on score.
Look,
I
see?
think they had a good one with the
Honestly?
the strings.
Mhm.
It's like they was killing that shit.
I honestly believe one that should have been on here that wasn't, and I'm shocked that it wasn't, was Attack on Titan. Like how
I
they
don't.
connected those scenes, the transitions of how he became a quote unquote antagonist to protagonist.
Yeah, definitely that. Like the song really
Like,
did fit the atmosphere.
but cool. I ain't gonna fret.
All right, so we're getting into like the last 3 to 4. Yep, we're getting into the last 1, 2, 3, 4
6.
categories here. 6. Okay, cool. I'm
Mhm.
drunk. I can't count. All right, so next one is best girl. This one is the best women character within a series. This one very surprising for me at least. The winner for best girl for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards is
Nobura.
Miss Nobura Kugisaki from JuJutsu Kaisen. I'm not gonna hold you. I respect that because she came in and did her motherfucking thing.
Yeah, I liked her. She was a good girl character, strong on her own, didn't need help for her. Everyone had a one-on-one battle, and she held her own.
And she didn't fall into she didn't fall into that Sakura, I just need to love the side or main character.
Yeah.
And I'm strong, but I need all these people to save me. Like, nah, she a badass by herself. She don't need nothing.
She was the pretty
she don't
chick.
need no man
She
for
was
her
a pretty
protagonist.
girl that could throw down and shit.
Yes. And fought anybody. Nobody safe. Nobody safe.
And our other nominees was young lady, I can't pronounce that shit because I'm drunk, from 86. Miss Shoko from Komi, Shoto Komi from Komi Can't Communicate. The main
Good number
character,
2.
I from Wonder Egg Priority. Sarasasa from Kageki, I don't even know that one. And then Miss Toru Honda from Fruit Basket, the final season.
And again, Taro, I think, is a good number 2. Shoko Komi, I understand it, but it also falls to me. It falls in the line of the as long as he's here. Again, I get it, but it's like, come on.
And I know once again from the synopsis that I learned about 86, the young lady who is one of the lead one of the lead lady characters from this series, she's one of the ones that's a military official that understands the corruption that goes on in her world and is trying to change it. So I understand like why she's on here, and it's respectful. Like I said, I haven't seen 86 yet, but what I've read from it, and I was like, okay, this is the character that understands this whole world is bullshit. And she's trying to fix it with her band of misfits and stuff like that. So that's respectful. So yeah. So now we're going to the next category, which I am hyped and happy as fuck for. Best boy, only because I know who won this one.
Was it a Shaman King? The way he excited.
No, Shaman King, he ain't in this category.
First of all, okay. We're not gonna sit here and talk about Shaman King. All right, leave Shaman King alone. Okay, I was gonna leave it alone today.
But and yeah, you can do the reveal so we can talk about it.
The winner of best boy is my nigga Boji. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah. Now, okay, so before
the Astro Boy looking dude.
Yes.
So listen, when I tell you, I didn't like. Once again, this whole anime from the artwork to the story itself, it really misleads you. Like when I first saw this kid, I thought it was gonna be one of those like I like the side characters more than I like the main character. But once you learn about Boji, you care about him so much that all you want is happiness for this child. You want to give him a hug so bad.
And you just want to fight his parents. For
seriously.
Man.
Boji ain't asked for nothing that happened to him.
Like, man. Again, the nominees, I want to get into it. Tokyo Revengers, I feel like now y'all want to show up. Like, come on, man. They had so many good scenes. Y'all want to show up for them?
Wait.
I'm surprised Dr. Stone is on here.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to also mention that it's really funny that two of the side characters from Tokyo Revengers made Best Boy, but not the protagonist. Everybody else in this category is a protagonist, but Mikey and Draki.
I'm
Because
sorry,
Mikey's
but
lame.
Takamichi is by far the lamest person in the entire show. He a hoe and he don't deserve no respect.
He's
All
Kwame
right?
Brown.
Listen,
Kwame Brown is a bona fide scrub. That's how I feel about Takamichi.
listen,
It's like, what the fuck is this dude here for?
Bro.
listen. Every episode, you're like Takamichi, start being the protagonist. Holy shit, man! Get your shit
He
together.
is the embodiment of Deku, the first episode, the entire storyline.
Yeah, he's Deku if he never got one for all at all. Like, fuck, do something else.
He did actually save Bakugo with no powers, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, wait.
He had to die.
He attempted. He almost died. Like he damn near almost died.
Yeah.
Listen, he
That was
is
an
the
attempt.
embodiment. He's plus Ultra He's plus Ultra Deku.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can understand why Senku's on here. Once again, I am behind as fuck on Dr. Stone.
The manga's litty.
Yeah, it is.
I'm wondering how they're gonna fit it all because there's a lot of fucking chapters. I know they sped through a lot of season 2.
I think they're unfortunately. I think it's gonna get Promised Neverland treatment.
I feel that's what I've
I
been
hope not.
thinking too, because I'm like, I don't see it having that popularity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why Promised Neverland ended up getting the treatment that it got.
Yeah.
Okay, time out. So, who abused you, and how can we find out? Can we train you?
He
Like
said,
anybody?
Okay, hold on. To give our audio listeners some context, we have a comment from Twitch saying, "I learned how to fight from Takamichi." Sir, you learned how to get your ass whipped.
Ass
You
beat.
didn't learn. You didn't learn how to defend yourself. Get some help. Stop it.
Houseway. How getting smacked is fighting? Houseway.
Listen, if you need some help, call one of us. All three of us have fight experience. JP being our professional.
I ain't gonna help.
You talking about Takamichi, man? I don't know if we can help you, bro. Like we don't. We hit back. We hit back.
I'm gonna just look at you.
But I just want to also mention once again that the character of Boji, I'm really happy that he got Best Boy because once again,
Mm-hmm.
looks are highly deceiving. When you first see this kid, you're looking at him like, who the fuck is this Disney Channel motherfucker right here? But then you learn the story behind him and what he goes through, and you're like, holy shit, you need a hug. So to give a little bit of context, Boji is both mute and deaf. So
Hey,
he can't hear you and he can't speak.
You're giving too much away.
I'm not giving too much away. I'm just saying that much.
I have
like,
no idea who he was until just now. My shock is gonna be gone now.
Okay, my bad. Fucking my fault. Okay. But this child goes through a lot. Okay, if you thought Naruto went through a lot being the Nine Tails and Jerky, fuck that. Boji went through worse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, by far.
Them villagers fake as fucking Naruto. I always thought that. It's
I
like
second that.
they treated him like shit, and then he saves the village, and they're like, "Hooray, hooray!" I'm like, "Get your bitch hands off me!"
All right, so we're going to go and get next to it. We're going to the last 3. Next one is best ending sequence, which ending theme songs and all that good stuff. Because one thing about an anime that we
JuJutsu
love is the
Kaisen had a
opening and
good
the
one.
endings. Yes. What's it called? Lost in Paradise is a fucking banger. It's on my playlist to
Click
this
that
day.
shit.
So the winner for best ending sequence is
What?
Demon Slayer.
You see, that's what I'm saying. It's like this Demon Slayer gonna get all these shit because basic ass bitches that just got into anime are like, "Oh my god, Demon Slayer!" It's like, "Oh my god, do you watch Demon Slayer?" It's like, shut the fuck up.
So I know. So the other nominees was Shogeki, from Attack on Titan, Final Season Part 1, Escape the Infinity, Yaosabi from Beastars, Shadow House, which I did not know who they were, and
Nope.
also
Nope.
from whoo shit. So I'm a spider. So what?
These niggas tripping. Fuck this.
Yeah,
This-
there was so many
Fuck
that
that
could
whole
replace. Yeah, there was so many that could.
You,
I would have
you-
been good with Megalobox. Like I would have been like, yeah, cool. Like
Yeah.
You know what
I
had a
get
good
it.
opening? One Piece's Wano for the longest time until they changed it to that bullshit that they had.
But they got a reveal. Yeah, every intro is a reveal, and I understand the reveal, but yeah.
What do you mean?
I just realized this, guys.
Eh.
The reason why One Piece is in none of these categories because they're mainly licensed under Funimation and not Crunchyroll. So there you go.
See,
I just realized that they're mainly licensed under Funimation for most of their episodes. Now, granted, I think you can watch One Piece on both Funimation and Crunchyroll, but
You can.
originally they were under Funimation, so
Aren't they merging?
they are merging. So that's why now, like, if certain animes were on Funimation are now on Crunchyroll and vice versa.
Really? They did migrate some?
And this
They
also
are, but
makes more
slowly.
sense why Wonder
Not- it's
Egg
not-
Priority
yeah.
is on like all of these lists because it's
Yeah.
like how did you get chosen over all of
It's because
we
it's
think.
one of Crunchyroll's babies. Like I said, like,
yeah.
You'll definitely see. I think the biggest thing with this list and for most of these nominees were like if they were mostly originally under Crunchyroll prior to the merger with them with Funimation, they made this list. Which once again, reiterating, is why One Piece is on none of these categories.
Because to me, Jobless Reincarnation could definitely be on this list. Like
Yes, oh definitely, they definitely had a good ending sequence, and I liked how like the ending sequence came at the like the ending reveal portion of the show, which was fucking phenomenal. Like the way they utilized the ending sequence with the story was awesome. I enjoyed it a lot.
Mhm.
Now I know the artist for Beastars, Yaosobi, has some really awesome music because I know I listened to. I did listen to the ending theme song to Beastars because a lot of people kept playing it, and on top of like the artist's music herself, it's awesome. It's great.
Mhm.
So, with talking about the ending sequences, we're going to talk about the opening sequences. And best opening goes to
Demon Slayer.
This feels like the
Attack
Music
on
Choice
Titan.
Awards.
Oh.
It feels like the Music Choice Awards. You get the same flavor, just mix it up. Just we ain't pay for this. We ain't pay for this, but y'all gonna get these awards.
So I will say I like part 2's opening over part 1's.
Yeah.
Cause like that rumbling song, like I'm not a big fan of like death metal or like heavy metal rock.
Mhm.
But I'll take the rumbling. I will take that song. Like that, like the rumbling is on my workout playlist. Like if I'm in the middle of doing lifting, all of a sudden I hear rumbling, it's rumbling, it's rumbling. I'm here for it. I'm ready to rumble, goddammit.
And again, I have to think within the Crunchyroll realm, this actual like list makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just man, because there's so many that I first come to mind. Honestly, Sonny Boy Sunny Boy should actually be up here on the list too. But I get it.
My vote was Crybaby from Tokyo Revengers because that's a banger. Like that was a banger. That was my vote. Now, granted, I did like Vid Vice as well from JuJutsu Kaisen, but Crybaby hit me really quickly. Like, especially like that one part where like he does like the little you know which part I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
like come on,
And
bro.
then the hype, and you just get yeah.
Yes, bro. Like, and once again, I have not listened to the opening to Taxi, nor to Dragon Maid, but Tokyo Revenge. I realized I was gonna like Tokyo Revengers from the first couple minutes of the show, on top of the opening. Like, if the first episode is good and the opening is good, I'm watching the rest of this. Like. Even Crybaby from Tokyo Revengers is on my anime playlist. Like I have a whole anime theme song playlists of like different openings and endings, and it's on there. Like shit's fucking dope.
Again, I still think Takemichi a hoe, but the show's good, and I get it.
Yeah. the show is good for everything,
but the main character.
Yeah, the main character is there to move the follow along. But yeah, that was opening. My personal thing is my personal opinion. Crybaby should have won. That song was a banger.
Yeah, I'm not upset with the winner, but I get it.
So next category is best animation, animation feel, all that good stuff. Once again, I have my opinion about this one, but it is what it is. And the winner for best animation is Demon Slayer Mugen Train.
Listen, man. Again, I know Crunchyroll got a short list, but come on, son.
So once again, I went against the grain. My vote was Jobless Reincarnation. Excuse me. My vote was Jobless Reincarnation because that shit, that shit was phenomenal for me. Like I definitely like from how everybody looked and dressed to the facial expressions to how the environment looked to even like how magic looked in the fighting styles in Jobless Reincarnation. It looked amazing to me from start to finish. Like I definitely voted for Jobless Reincarnation. But on top of Jujutsu Kaisen and Vivi, this was really a tight one for me.
I mean, again, I understand why they won. Obviously, Demon Slayer has won, and they're going to win for the next 5 years.
You think so?
But, oh yeah, especially with all the arcs that's about to come out. Like if they just do exactly what they did and keep going, they're just going to keep winning. But I do feel like Slime should have been on this list.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry.
Season 2 definitely should have been on this list.
There's no reason for it not to. And I'm not seeing where. Again, I gotta watch Wonder Egg Priority. I'm gonna make sure I watch it, but it's like, come on, man.
Wonder Egg was in this one too. Like I'm going to
every category.
Didn't it win a lot 2019 when it first came out too? And people were like, this wasn't even better than Vinland Saga. Like I remember that was the thing going on because that first season of Vinland Saga was crazy.
But we all know that they got to push they certain ones.
They want this to be a moneymaker.
Yes,
well, no, they want Demon Slayer to be like the closest thing they can get to Naruto. They're gonna push that shit hard because you see how many people have the Inosuke pig mask.
Yeah,
like mad people have that.
I feel like every bodybuilder wants to be Inosuke.
and I believe the reason why Vinland Saga didn't really come up in any of the categories because I believe they are licensed under Amazon.
Yeah, I think it's Amazon.
Mm-hmm. I believe they're licensed under Amazon. So like they're supposedly an Amazon exclusive, but we all have our sources to watch Vinland Saga, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows on this list that could have easily topped and won.
All right, so sorry I had to close it out real quick to make sure I didn't fuck it up. So we're finally at our last category, y'all. We are at Anime of the Year.
Well, we already know where this is going.
I
think Wonder Egg Priority.
Go ahead. Hit the button so we can all not be surprised.
Hey, joke's on y'all. Pokemon won. Totally fucking kidding. So winner of Anime of the Year is Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. So my complaint is this. I understand. I slightly understand why, but I would give it to them once Part 1 and Part 2 was done. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
If it was I feel like this category should only go to the animes that finish a full season.
I agree.
And I'm upset with these nominees. Because how can Demon Slayer win all these goddamn chapters, but they can't even be nominated for Anime of the Year?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, not even a nomination, but Sunny Boy?
It's almost like people are like, Hey, this shit was beast, but we know it ain't like top tier anime though.
But that's Sunny Boy. That's Sunny Boy. Forget B Stars. That's Sunny Boy. Anime of the year. Anime of the year.
Right.
But
House,
I
right?
kind of get it. It's like you can win the categories, but still not be
Yeah.
as one of the best. It's like you just hot for right now. It's like you.
Yeah.
It's like music. You dominating on the radios right now.
That's
Yeah.
kind of like how but also like My Hero wasn't on this list, so I can't like. There's no
Right?
Well,
They skipped over. This is
A lot of shows.
2022.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that
Well,
would have
no,
been last year.
This is everything from 2021. Going
Was
into 2022.
What's his name?
Dragon Ball Super wasn't on here. One
Dragon
Piece
Ball
wasn't
Super
on here.
sucked.
Dragon Ball Super under Funimation.
Yeah, like there's a lot of other categories that I feel like it would be popping on this if they actually was under Crunchyroll. But I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Within their realm, this
Endeavor.
was the best.
Endeavor's fight against Nomu. Was that 2021?
That was 2019.
Yeah. I think
Against Nomu?
now it's 2020, I believe. 2020.
2020. Either
Never
late
mind.
night, yeah.
This one was
early 2020.
this one was Tomura's. That was pretty. Yeah, this shit's rigged.
Yeah.
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 So I believe like at least at the very least for anyone to be nominated for Anime of the Year, I believe it should have been like an anime that did a full season during that year when they did this category. So like if it's not finished, it shouldn't go into this category. Now,
I
granted,
still
you know what I'm
don't
saying?
understand how the assassination one didn't make it to anything.
I know what you're talking about. So me personally, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm very upset that Dragon Quest Adventures of Dai did not get anything because that show is so slept
good.
on, bro.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
Like I'm surprised he didn't get any category out of this, and it's under Crunchyroll. I believe so. I'm about 80%. I'm about 80% sure on that. But Dragon Quest is so slept on, and like the most recent episodes, fuck, bro. Like the animators for like the last 5 episodes of Dragon Ball Super are on Dragon Quest, and that shit looks fucking phenomenal.
I still
But
don't
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Like, there's just so many on Crunchyroll, like legit on Crunchyroll that they could have went with.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. I get it.
Oh well.
But once again, your anime of the year was Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. Once again, I understand, but I would have given them this next year when Part 1 and Part 2 were done.
Yeah.
Because then they're gonna turn around and be like, "Oh, anime of the year is Attack on Titan Part 2." That's not
Yep.
fair to everybody else who has a whole season.
I mean, but you know, I'm listen. I'm for it because my boy Eden, he's killing everything. So I appreciate the energy.
Listen.
But I get it.
Like I said on our Twitter page, it went no one, absolutely no one. Aaron Yeager, attention all Eldians, I'm about to air this bitch out. Get the fuck out way.
And when I mean move, and again, Aaron did not start it. He finished it. I just want to make that clear. He did not start it. He finished it.
Yep. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is your nominees, categories.
No.
Fuck y'all.
Oh man.
That is your categories and your winners for the Crunchyroll 2022 Anime Awards. Fuck them.
With a beat.
I believe
That's all, folks.
Hate y'all.
Come on, son, spit it out.
Get your Black Clover going. Just get your Black Clover going.
Oh, shit.
But this has been the episode. I want to again thank everyone who came out and actually hung out with us because we did a 2-hour special today. Damn near. I mean, we out here today. We was out here.
I didn't think this one was gonna be as long as it was, but until I realized how many categories there were.
But again, I appreciate everyone who decided to come hang out with us. We Love it. We appreciate everyone. And of course, as always, keep it spicy. Is there anything that you want to get out, Shaq, before we wrap this thing completely up?
JP,
How
go
you,
first.
how you gonna wrap it up and then be like, hey, Shaq, you? It's
Hey,
like
no, because I want to make sure I give all the
he
proper
said. He
shout outs.
said, keep it spicy, and that's always our thing. It's like we out, and then I'm like, oh, never mind.
I could have sworn JP had something to say, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I always got something to say, but right now I don't know. I ain't got nothing.
So once again, I appreciate everybody for coming through. Make sure you guys go over to our YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get our numbers up on our YouTube channel as well. So make sure y'all spread it out. Hashtag, tell your friends about us. Let them know that if they miss out, they can also check us out after this. Because right after this session, it will be live to rewatch on our YouTube and on our Twitch channel. So make sure you guys check it out. We're trying to get our YouTube numbers up and our Twitch numbers up to maybe be affiliate for Twitch. Maybe, you never know. Big shout out to all of our other supporters that we've had over the years. We appreciate you guys. We got a lot more stuff coming on. We're going to be making some gradual changes into season 3. We hope you like them and appreciate them as much as we do. We're putting a lot more additional effort into season 3. So we're going to make sure we having a lot more guest features for our episodes this season. So we appreciate our 2 guests from season 2. We're going to try and make that more of a continuous thing now that we have this awesome format. And yeah, be on the lookout. Also, merch is still going on. Make sure you check it out. It's still hoodie season. Make sure you check it out. I've also been working on a new item that these guys know about, but I have not made public yet. It's a new awesome item that you guys should check out. I might make the official announcement next episode. So make sure y'all be on the lookout. Spice Around Podcast brought to you by Teespring. We'll probably be making a change to suppliers soon. So make sure you grabbing your merch now while supplies still last.
Amen. And again, just want to make sure I let it be known. Hopefully by, I want to say the 3rd episode of season 3, we will start the blog posting. The first piece I will be going over, actually, I'm going to change mine. I'm going to go over Wonder Egg Priority. That is going to be my first blog session. I'm going to start it from the beginning to end, and I'm going to blog about it at least every Thursday. I'm going to try to put out a post. So be on the lookout for that. If you don't see it on our actual website, hopefully that'll be soon. You will be able to see it on all of our platforms, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all of it. You will be able to see it everywhere. But again, like always, thank y'all for tuning in and keep it spicy. All right, peace.